Hi there. It's Maya on a sort of cloudy, fall-like last day of August. And, gonna adjust my hair. I normally, would have washed my hair this morning, and I didn't because we have this glamorous campsite on our property through Tenter. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. And we have campers coming tomorrow, and the grass needs to be mowed. So I thought, well, I will shower and do my hair and sort of my whole morning thing that usually gets me aligned on a Friday, to bring the end of the weekend for a landing. I'll do that after I mow the lawn. So I drove into town, got some gas for the lawnmower. I couldn't get the lawnmower to start. So here we are. It's 3 o'clock here in upstate New York. And one of the things that I've been talking about a lot this week is like, how can you feel beautiful and worthy, and how that's all entangled with your spiritual alignment. And so today, as I'm having this sort of off day, the weather has changed. The things that I had planned did not work out. And also some people are commenting in my group and on things that I've posted about not feeling beautiful and worthy and not feeling spiritually aligned. And so I wanted to just come in and talk for a few minutes about like what it actually means to be spiritually aligned, because it might sound so big, right? A healer and a friend of mine posted today something. What was it about? It was about women feeling worthy and feeling beautiful based on body image, and how she was saying that's actually something we can keep our eye on in the wellness and coaching and personal development and spiritual spheres. And I was like, that is so true, because I've thought this for a long time, how the coaching and personal growth world and entrepreneur world has turned into another place where commercialism and propaganda are rampant. And it sucks because it's fucking people up. It fucks me up sometimes. If I start scanning and somebody's life looks so glamorous and they look so glamorous and I'm having an off day, I instantly do not feel beautiful, worthy, or free. All right. So let's just first acknowledge that we are human and we're not going to walk around 100% of the time feeling this sort of lofty, Instagram-y looking kind of a way. Now, so the first thing I want to say is being spiritually aligned and feeling beautiful and feeling worthy and feeling free is going to be a little bit different for each of us. And it's certainly going to look totally different for each of us, right? So watch out for some big image that you have or some glossy, shiny image that you have about what it should look like. I love this expression. I heard it for the first time a few years ago, and it blew my socks off. It's don't compare your insides to somebody else's outside or to anybody else's outside. And I love that. I absolutely love that, because even just in some conversations that I was having on Facebook today, I'm seeing, comparison. Comparison will kill you, and it will kill your spiritual alignment. So spiritual alignment, what is it? It's when you feel beautiful, worthy, and free, right? Or when you feel peaceful and light, or when you feel right. And it's about really being able to hear your intuition and trust your intuition and follow through on what that inner voice is telling you to do. And it builds up, it's incremental. So if you've got this image of what your glorious, soul-aligned, spiritually aligned, freest, most beautiful, wonderful, worthy self and life look like, great. What's one tiny, teeny, tiny incremental thing that you can do right now today to start feeling your way into that vision? For me, it was after the lawnmower wouldn't start and I couldn't get my thing done today, I felt really sorry for myself because I couldn't sleep last night. I had a bit of a fight with my boyfriend right before bed. Why does that happen? That is such a bad idea. Oh. So I didn't sleep well. He didn't sleep well. Nobody slept well. I'm dog sitting for my sister's dog today. I'm tired. I'm coming off a cold. The lawnmower wouldn't start, so I could not get my campsite set up for the weekend. So the first thing I did to get back, and I'm not kidding about this, okay? The first thing I did today to get back into spiritual alignment so that I could start feeling free again was I went and felt really sorry for myself. I'm not kidding. And then I looked at this poor dog and I could see he was like, hey, Christian, Carla, Brandon is here, Jacqueline. Hello, gang. I could tell that the dog I was taking care of, now I'm like, I just caught a glimpse of myself. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have spiritually aligned hair right now. So I was hanging out at the pond feeling sorry for myself, and the dog he was frolicking and trying to self-entertain. And I was like, I can get up and take him for a walk around a field. We have these beautiful mowed paths. We've got like a couple hundred acres up here in central New York. And I thought I can take him for a walk. Of course, it was swampy and I got my sneakers wet. And there's a chicken walking into the kitchen right now. You guys, you know what? There's 2 chickens. I don't know. This dog is falling down on his duty. I live in the country. She says I'm hilarious. Maybe it's my life. Hold on, gang. Hold that thought. Oh my God. You know what? No, you guys are just going to possibly hear chickens. I left the door open because the dog was relaxing on the porch. Okay, so here's the real question. Can we get spiritually aligned when things are going wrong and things are messy and you're trying to do a Facebook Live and the chickens come into the kitchen to like eat the dog food? It's my reality. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was saying that I decided to take a walk around the field to give the dog a little something, and it uplifted me a little bit, but I got my feet wet. I came home and I was like, I need to eat something, okay? So sometimes you need to eat something. So I had lunch. Then I was like, let me do a Facebook Live about this because I saw some of the comments that people had made and I was like, you know what? I can actually speak to that. So sometimes feeling spiritually aligned, getting back into alignment comes from like activating your soul purpose. Like I was just over here in my little human self feeling sorry for myself with my sneakers wet and you know what I mean? Things not working out, the lawnmower not starting and the weather being weird and I'm tired because I didn't sleep great last night. All that human stuff just yanks us right out of spiritual alignment, right? So I'm like, okay, let me take care of some of the human stuff. I'm going to feed myself. Let me do a Facebook Live because if I can speak to some of the concerns that people have that I know I have answers to and tools to help out with, let me just do that. And then like the lighting was really bad and it was just terrible. It was tragic. And I saw myself and I was like, you know what you need to do? You need to make a cup of coffee. Here's my coffee. And you need to go put some makeup on. And like, so I have my cowboy boots on too. Woo, can you see them? Cowboy boots. Wait, can you see? You get the idea. So I took off my muddy, swampy sneakers. I put on some cowboy boots. I put on some makeup. I started drinking some coffee after lunch. And here I am doing a Facebook Live. I will tell you, I'm not at 100%. This is my best maybe for right now. I really think it is. Are you familiar with the 4 agreements? Always do your best, but your best is different every day. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. I had a fight with my boyfriend. The weather's weird. Things aren't going my way today. I'm feeling a little just tired and off. I'm not feeling like some beautiful, glowing version of myself and what I think spiritual alignment should look like. So don't condemn yourself for not doing it in like an Instagram-y kind of a way. Take care of your human self. Feed yourself. Right? Feed yourself. Have a little pity party. Maybe move your body, get some exercise going. Do something that will bring you back into alignment, like do something on your soul mission. If you do not know what your soul purpose is, that's absolutely fine. Sit down and start writing in your journal. If you don't have a journal, get a journal. You have to have a place to scribble your thoughts because it cleanses you and it captures ideas. You don't have to write in it for 10 minutes every day, blah, blah, blah. Absolutely not. But write in your journal and just sort of like brainstorm. What's my purpose? I did that for years. I was like, I could have a purpose? What would my purpose be? Oh my God, right? And so I'm just throwing out a bunch of tips to get you possibly more soul aligned. Oh, here's the thing though, what I want to get back to. This is the main point. Go incremental, okay? So if for you soul alignment is going to be getting back in great shape or losing 40 pounds or radically healing something like changing your diet and healing a health issue, how can you start teeny tiny today? Same thing with your soul mission, just scribbling for a few minutes with a cup of coffee in your journal about what you might think your soul mission is or your purpose is an incremental thing that will bring you back into alignment. And I pretty much guarantee that after you do that thing, whatever it is, or those 25 things, because it's never just, it's usually not just one big thing. Often it's these teeny tiny little things. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. Hey, Nadine. Jacqueline says, my ex could not accept the fact that despite being an atheist, I consider myself deeply religious. Oh, that's interesting. Jacqueline is speaking to a post that I made earlier today also about spirituality, where I was raised atheist, and I sent out a newsletter to my mailing list today, and I used the word God twice in it. I talked about that we're all beloved children of God. And the second time that phrase came up as I was writing in this real stream of consciousness way, I tried to change it to you're a beloved child of the universe. And I got this like glitch, like, yeah, that's not right. You have to say God. So I was posting about that earlier on Facebook. That feeling of following your intuition, getting spiritually aligned, getting God aligned, you're going to have to take risks, and you're going to have to break old rules that your church has certain rules, your family has rules, the life coaching and entrepreneur and new age world has rules, you know? So, hey, Rita, did I say hi to Vera? That's interesting, Jacqueline. So you consider yourself deeply religious even though you're an atheist? Because I know a lot of people would say they consider themselves very spiritual. Oh, here's Rita with some good wordplay. God means good in Old English. Hi, Morgan. Guys, I have chickens in the house right now, and the dog just came back in. He got yelled at, this dog. He's not my dog, he's my sister's dog. He got yelled at so much because, of course, he at one point when we first had the chickens and he came to visit, he had a chicken in his mouth at one point. So I'm yelling and everybody comes rushing out. So now he won't go near where the chickens are. Do you want to see these chickens? I'm literally in my kitchen. Chickens, say hello to Facebook. Oh, God. You know what, though? My chickens help keep me spiritually aligned. They're beautiful, right? That's the thing with animals, isn't it? Or babies and children, you know, they don't even question it. They don't even question it. They're like, I'm spiritually aligned because I'm here. I'm lovable because I'm here. I'm worthy and beautiful because I'm here. And, you know, that's a huge part of the work that I do. I'm not even kidding. I feel like we all started out feeling beautiful and whole and perfect and connected to oneness. And then we lost it because the world messed with us. And so who were you before the world messed with you? Also, Abraham Hicks, if you don't follow Abraham Hicks, absolutely love Abraham Hicks. And one of the things that they talk about is what I'm saying today, like incrementally. So if you're really depressed, your job is not to be having a mystical experience where you're suddenly totally attuned to God. You're a human being, so you might need to now just start getting angry. I love that about Abraham Hicks. They're like, anger is a step up from depression. So anger can serve you, right? So incremental things. Are you feeding yourself well? Are you sleeping well? Are you giving yourself some joy? What are you actively doing to get spiritually aligned? What are you actively doing? For me, it changes a little bit day to day. I meditate every day, but it changes day to day. I did a goddess card reading for myself last night right before bed because I was like, I need some energy. Like I need a refresher in here. What am I missing? Rita says that religion comes from the same word as ligament, a connection, which is alignment, right? That is so cool. That is so cool. Morgan says, my babies have taught me to feel that I'm more than enough. I'm actually everything, and I feel more beautiful than I ever have. That's gorgeous, Morgan. Morgan is the mom of 3. She's got a 6. Is he 7 now? Oh, God. And 2 twins, a boy and a girl. They're beautiful kids, all of them. And you've always felt, Morgan, haven't you? Because she became a mom young. You've always felt like being a mom was really in alignment for you, right? That's not true for all mothers. And so it's interesting when I talk about breaking the rules and like feeling beautiful and in alignment, in spiritual alignment, it's going to look different for everybody. Hey, Tanya, Glama is here. Hi. You know, so it's going to look, your spiritual alignment and how you feel beautiful and worthy and connected is going to look different for everybody. So, you know, I remember Morgan saying she just really felt like, yeah, okay, here she says, it's what I'm meant to be. It is me, but I know not everyone feels that way about being a mom. You know, I had a client recently, she didn't want to admit this, but she was like, because everybody always thinks they're going to get in trouble when they tell the truth, or they're going to get condemned, right? So I feel like I didn't finish like multiple thoughts. One of the things that I work on my clients with is getting you back to that place where you felt beautiful and worthy and whole and never questioned it, like when you were a baby, like how we all look at babies, right? The other thing is, I'm trying to capture this thought. Oh, that we are also worried about getting in trouble with the world and like people condemning us for how we feel, that nobody has anywhere to go to tell their truth. And so I have my clients often are like, I have not even admitted that truth to myself. I feel safe telling you, so I'm going to tell you. And now I can hear myself. Like I'm a sounding board. I'm a spiritual sounding board where people can sort of like unpack their inner truths and start to hear their inner voice and trust their inner wisdom, because most of the world is a dangerous place. So I had this client who we were trying to figure out what she needed. Something was out of alignment in her life. And it was like, she wanted to travel more. And I was like, okay, great. There are amazing trips that you can take with kids. And she was like, I know. And I was like, okay, what's that tone of voice? And she said, it's that I love my kids, but I don't love being a mom. And I don't want to take my kids on one of these adventurous trips that I'm planning. And I was like, oh, okay, got it. I get it. So now we know all the truth. And no one's accusing you of not loving your children, but being a mother, like she really thought being a mother was going to be a pathway to fulfillment for her, because that's one of the rules in our society, right? I remember I had a friend who, after she had she just has one kid. After she had her baby, she had really bad postpartum depression. And she was like, I feel lied to. I feel lied to. She'd struggled with mental health issues her whole life. She was in her early to mid 30s when she had her baby, and she had done it partly because everyone says like, it's going to be the best experience of your life. Your heart's going to be so open. You will never have felt so much love. And that can be true. And you might also feel like it's not the right, most aligned decision for you. And she really just felt like she'd been duped by the world, who was saying that all of her troubles were going to go away by being a mom, because it just didn't happen that way for her. So what does it really mean to be spiritually aligned? It means to be so tuned in that you're listening to yourself in the tiny things, right? In the tiny things, like me today, like, okay, what do I need? I need to just sit down. Okay, I think I need to feel sorry for I need to get off Facebook. I need to feel sorry for myself. Okay, I think I'm done there. I need to message my boyfriend about the lawnmower because I can't get it started. I need to take the dog for a walk. Okay, I need to eat something, right? Then I had coffee, then I wound up putting on makeup. I'm doing a Facebook Live. I feel totally different right now than I did an hour and a half ago when everything was falling apart. So you need to be able to follow the little increments and not get derailed by your big vision or what somebody else's big, beautiful, seemingly spiritually aligned life looks like, because you just don't know. You don't know if their life is spiritually aligned or if it isn't. You don't know that. Jacqueline says, being older now, she's a better mother to her dogs than she was to her two sons. I think that's true for a lot of people with grandchildren, right? Like suddenly they're in a different place, So, but also what I love about you sharing that, Jacqueline, is that it's like permission to develop ourselves, to deepen our spiritual alignment. Now, maybe you feel really spiritually connected and you feel really like you're kind of pretty good. You're on your game and things are pretty good, but you still feel like something's missing. And then maybe you feel a little bit guilty about it because everybody else looks like they're struggling so hard. And you're like, I'm actually doing really good. What's next for you? What's the deeper level of spiritual alignment and feeling worthy and beautiful and connected for you? Because we look at the world like we're broken and then we have to be fixed. No, we're whole and complete, and we can just keep fleshing that out and removing any toxins that are keeping us feeling clogged up and less than beautiful, less than worthy, less than whole and complete. I had a client say to me once, she's like, I can't believe I came to you for weight loss. And she had this huge spiritual voyage that she went on in the year that we worked together. And I said, well, how are you with weight? She said, oh, I still have some extra pounds on me, but I couldn't care less about it. You know, I had another client who came to me for weight loss and eating. I'm a holistic health coach as well, and I have also helped women find freedom from emotional eating because of my own background with bulimia. So this woman came to me for that, and her whole diet changed, her whole life changed, but her weight didn't immediately change. And she said, but I feel lighter. So spiritual alignment might just be feeling that inner peace, feeling lighter, even when nothing in your outer reality has changed or has changed yet. Jacqueline says, not guilt. Good, good. A lot of people have guilt. A lot of people have guilt. What about the spiritually aligned hair? At least the chickens are out of the kitchen. See? Onwards and upwards. So, okay, being able to incrementally and like in the moment listen to your inner voice. That's being spiritually aligned. Being willing to take the steps to do the thing that might even look totally stupid, right? I was like, I am home alone. Why am I putting on makeup and my cowboy boots? Why? Because I feel better. I feel better. And then I'm going to show up better. I'm going to feel better inside myself. I'll show up for myself at the very least better. And, I'll be able to go out and do my work in the world. The other thing is that being spiritually aligned is that you do know what your purpose is, and you do have the confidence and the courage to go do it in the world. If you haven't heard my story about the first time I did a live video, I'll tell you now. It was back when Periscope was really the thing, and I wanted to look cool. And I was living in an apartment, so I went outside. I drove down the road, and then I went live. But I was so nervous, and it was hot. And then the internet wasn't working. I was down by the Hudson River in the Hudson Valley. And then, so I'm like now sweating. I looked really cute, and the background was good, but I was like really sweaty. I was so freaked out by being that visible, even though I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was aligned. It was the soul aligned thing for me to do, was to be getting more visible and be doing more videos. I had this bigger picture vision for my work. It freaked me out. I got so spooked. I came home, I just took off all my clothes and sat in my underwear on the couch. And I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. I was buzzing from all this adrenaline and from this risk that I had taken. And now I'm just like here in my kitchen. The chickens are coming in. I'm doing this video, reading, talking to you guys. And so spiritual alignment and feeling worthy, you have to go inside and then incrementally in the moment, listen to the teeny tiny incremental messages that you're getting. Eat something, rest is a huge message that a lot of people get that we just don't think is big enough. It's a huge message. And then spiritual alignment is also knowing what the vision is for your life and starting to take aligned risks that bolster you, that feed your confidence, that feed your feeling of worth, that give you a feeling of excitement and aliveness or peace and calm and just like knowing that you're on your right path, so that at the end of every day, you feel just that satisfaction deep inside, like that soul deep satisfaction. Do you know what I'm talking about? So what do you need to get there? And I realized I'm looking at what I wrote. I said, how to feel beautiful, worthy, and free. Being able to listen to your inner voice and not just try to follow some outer rules and then take risks that are soul aligned and be courageous. That is real freedom. It's total freedom. It's total freedom. Actually, if you're not doing that to the fullest extent, and what is the fullest extent? There's always like the next creative edge for each of us, right? So I'm going to be teaching a free masterclass in September. I'm going to be taking the weekend offline, but I'm going to come back next week with some unveiling my free masterclass, which is all about increasing your visibility and giving yourself permission to go bring your life's work out into the world. And the world is a scary place, right? Jacqueline says, inner voice, your personal God talking to you. Yeah. And Rita says, want to tell more about the cards I drew last night? I don't have them in front of me and they were personal to me, but perhaps I should do a goddess card reading. I should probably do that. Suffice it to say that they were exactly the right cards for me. It was a personal reading for me. I'll do a goddess card reading at some point. Maybe I'll do it today before the end of the day. It's 3:33. My lawnmower doesn't work. Now, I'm afraid it's going to rain. I'm like, the weather's not spiritually aligned. That's not true. So also freedom is surrendering to what is, right? And being able to start trusting your inner voice, to trust yourself, to heed what your inner voice tells you, and to trust that life is on your side. Like, that's real freedom. So what do you need to do? What's your inner voice telling you right now? Can you go do it? My chicken just got told to lay an egg. I hear her clucking over there. All right, gang, you know what? Rita, good idea. I'm going to do a goddess card reading, okay? I'm going to drink my coffee. Cheers. And do a goddess card reading in my cowboy boots, with my makeup on, with my mala beads on. Do you guys know I'm a yoga teacher? I am a yoga teacher, and I got these mala beads when I graduated. And I'm a vinyasa certified yoga teacher. I'm also a colon hydrotherapist and a rape crisis counselor. What's your issue? I can help you. Can you tell I've been totally obsessed with like spiritual alignment and feeling better? Oh, that's the one last thing I wanted to say. There's a chicken in the kitchen, and I just apologize in advance for hear her song. Getting spiritually aligned. Oh my God, she's so loud. Getting spiritually aligned is fighting the darkness too, and healing your emotional shit as it comes up and you're wounding. All right, I'm gonna go look at her egg. I'm gonna go admire her egg, and I'll do a goddess card reading later. Stephanie, hi. Hey, Jossie. Stephanie, we're just ending, but I'm gonna do a goddess card reading later on today. Megs is here. Oh, so cool. Was something going on this week, guys? Because I got a bunch of new Facebook friend requests. Okay, my chicken is too loud. I'm taking my chicken outside. She is in the kitchen. All right, you don't need to know. Bye, guys.